How
Okay.
long's a couple minutes?
She's
He's gonna be
dropping
gone
off.
for 3 hours.
She's dropping off her dogs as she's going to work, so probably like 3-4 minutes at the most.
Okay, never mind.
Also, I was rolling dice earlier today and I rolled 2 natural ones in a row, so
Mm,
oof. Gonna be a good night, guys.
I'm gonna use Bane a lot.
You can't get any lower than a natural 1.
Yes, you can. You can get negative because of Bane.
That's not. What's the point of that at that point? That's like beating a dead horse.
Exactly. That's the point.
Excellent.
Terrible. Terrible. Why? No moment though. Okay, someone recap what happened last time while I fix this.
Oh shit, I need my notes. Holy fuck.
We were walking a ways, camped a couple times, camped at a river where we found a little bear statue that got thrown the fuck away and came back.
Too much recap, Cap.
Forgot about that.
Then camped by the ocean and got snuck up on, and then went over to another camp where we are camping with that other adventuring group.
V, you forgot the part where we punched some trees.
I was told I was recapping too much.
But the tree punching was critical to our experience.
It was your first combat. Baby's
Our
first
first
combat.
tree punching.
Our first tree punching. Which
Oh.
implies that there's gonna be more tree punching.
Well, that's up to you, isn't it?
Weren't one of them like a bunch of vines? Or a couple of them?
Hush, it's not funny. It's not
Technicalities.
funny when you say it like that.
Oh,
I'm doing it for the lulz. Come on.
depends on how you look at it. Could go from funny to lewd.
Just gotta go to Japan.
Grudge.
Mhm.
Wait, what? Oh. Never mind. I'm tired. Shut up. Okay.
Isn't that your secret? You're always tired?
That's true as well. Alrighty. Well. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Okay.
Okay, she literally went out of her way to add fireplace, the logs, and the rock.
I did.
Deeply important.
But I'm happy that she didn't delete my tents to actually put actual
I was
tent
going
in there.
to, but then I'm like, nah, these are pretty good tents.
Thank you for keeping my tents.
They're pretty cute.
Alrighty, so you guys went to bed, and yeah, brain, come on, words. The sorry, I forgot how to DM. I mean, not that I ever knew how, but you know.
Brains are hard to work with.
They are. Oh my god. Okay. So the next morning, you guys next morning you guys wake up. Well, the first one to wake up is Luna.
Okay.
And you wake up and this, like, the first thing that you notice is, like, before you even open your eyes, is like something like furry is rubbing against you.
And it's not my wife?
I mean,
It's not
I-
in the same direction as my wife?
possibly.
Then
might have,
I'm
like-
gonna assume it's my wife and touch it.
It kind of like after you like touch it, it like jumps back a little bit, and you notice it's smaller than your wife.
Can I tell what it is immediately, or should I draw my rapier? Like,
I mean, you can open your eyes and see it.
yeah, I would like to do that, please.
Okay. You open your eyes and like right in front of you is this small cat. It's this really like a long-haired tortoiseshell cat.
I'll be
She's
right
very
back.
pretty. Okay.
Oh, a cat? Yeah,
Yeah.
Luna definitely like sits up and like puts her hand out to try and get the cat to come over and like so she can pet it.
Okay. Give me an animal handling.
Oh yeah, that'll go well. Oh, good. A 2 for a total of 5. Dice doing me so well now that the game started.
Okay, so the cat's kind of like regarding you like a little bit hesitantly now that you're like awake and moving. And when you like you sit up like you're kind of like excited. You're like, oh, this cat, it's a cat. And so you kind of sit up a little bit too fast and it spooks it. And it kind of like jumps over a still sleeping like red bear and like goes and like hides in the corner next to Nameless.
Is there anybody from the party awake?
If you look around, you notice that your little group over here is. Wait, am I on the right thing? Oh, yeah, your little
Yeah.
group over here is still asleep. If you look over here, Renus and Honora both are asleep, and then Heyman over here is the only one that's awake.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, does these cats belong to you?
He like looks over his shoulder at you because he was kind of just like staring off in the distance, and he just says, "Well, good morning to you too." Yeah, that's Genevieve.
She is always a cat or only sometimes a cat?
Well, I mean, I've only ever seen her a cat. I don't know what his magic does.
Oh, she belongs to somebody.
Yeah, that's Cass's.
Oh my god, adorable. What was her name? Sorry.
Genevieve.
Well, as long as she's not dangerous, I suppose.
Nah. She's pretty cute.
She's very cute, but I think I scared her.
At that, like, Cass comes out of the tent that he had gone into last night and, like, comes over and sees his cat over by you guys, who is now, like, kind of rubbing on Nameless. And if Nameless wants to wake up at that, probably.
Nameless will definitely wake up at that.
How do you feel about a cat?
Well, there's 2 shifters laying next to her and now a cat, so she's a bit perplexed.
Okay, back.
They're multiplying. Welcome back.
The furry things are multiplying.
Why is what I she tentatively tries to reach out to pet it.
Animal handling.
Oh, great. If it'll work. Maybe? Screw it. I guess I'm rolling. That would be a magnificent 12.
Ooh.
Okay, so you reach out and she's still kind of like a little bit hesitant, but she like does the cat thing where she like butts her head into your hand and like makes you pet her like it was
That's
her idea.
That's so good.
And Cass comes out and sees that, and he says, "Oh, it looks like Lady Genevieve is making friends. Good." And as the cat sees him, she kind of like runs away from you and like jumps up on his shoulder.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good
I'm-
morning.
I'm gonna wake up my wife.
It's morning already.
Yes.
Give her a hug.
Yeah. That's out of character. Luna's not that weird.
Gives her a hug. Yeah.
That's what I do when my husband hugs me, but Luna's a lot cooler than I am.
I just imagine Austin Powers all of a sudden. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh
Give
no.
me them hugs. Yeah.
And then we broke the DM.
Joke's on you, I was already broken. Anyway. Yeah, so through all of this, like, people are talking now. I assume that this wakes up Rennis. If he chooses to wake up, I suppose.
I'm just gonna kind of cuddle in a little bit and be like, 5 more minutes. I'm comfy.
Okay, yeah, you hear, like, somebody, like, kind of snort in laughter at that. Can't really tell who, but...
Either Reaper's broken or didn't hear that.
Or is choosing to ignore.
Or fell back asleep.
I was meaning that. 5 more minutes, I'm comfy.
Yeah, so then, you know, he hit the snooze button, I guess. So, hold on. Oop, fuck.
It's gone.
No, never mind. Yes, so, Cass and Heyman are kind of just like talking amongst each other and invite you guys over to, like, you know, sit around basically the coals, since the fire's not going anymore since it's morning.
Luna's gonna go over to Cass and sit down next to him and be like, I actually have a question for you.
Ask away.
Do you or does someone in this group know how to understand the specific properties of magic items by any chance?
You mean like an identify spell?
I do not do magic, but that sounds right.
Yes. Cuddles
what-
in a little bit more.
Renna says yes, so yes. That's what I'm asking.
Cass just like ponders it for a little bit. He's like, well, why are you asking?
We came across an item a few days ago and it's weird and I don't know how it works and I want to know how it works.
It won't
well,
go away.
What
It
Nameless
won't
said.
go away. That sounds interesting. Could I see it?
I will very cautiously hand over the bear, and I will not take my eyes off it.
Okay. Yeah, he takes it in his hand and like he's kind of like inspecting it, and I kind of like turns it around, looks over it, and like he's basically ritual casting identify, and like basically as the spell finishes up, it disappears out of his hand and like returns to yours. Because
Cool.
it takes exactly 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh well, that's something you don't see every day, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite weird. It's a minor enchantment of some sort, and basically just seems like you're kind of stuck with it.
It doesn't do anything else. I just can't get rid of it.
As far as I can tell, I'm not sure if this was like created as a prank of some sort, or really it's not bad, it's not good, it's just a statue.
Interesting. Well,
That's...
I wanted to give it to my wife, but I guess I can't do that.
No, I don't think you can.
Well, thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
No problem. But I would say that you might want to take it to a magical item shop of some sort. They might be able to tell you a little bit more about it if there is anything more to it. I'm not sure if there is.
Is there a magic item shop in the place we are going?
Of course there is. It's a city of adventurers.
I've never been there. Thank you for
Wait a
letting us know.
second.
What? Yeah, we kind of call it Adventurer City, you know.
Well, I do not do magic, but I find magic fascinating, so I think this will be a good place for us to go.
Just wait till you get there. It's quite the sight to see.
Just kind of look excited at Red and kind of like grab her knee and be happy.
I smile back at her.
Since
Are
a
both
ritual
of your-
cast. Yeep.
Do both of you have like shiny, pointy teeth and everything like that?
Um,
Because as far as smiles go, that not to say it would be a creepy smile, but holy damn, that would be like a very, very menacing looking smile to anyone that doesn't know you two.
I feel like the answer is yes, but
Yeah,
I don't know
think
what
so.
V thinks. Yeah.
Probably even get longer when we shift.
Yeah.
How menacing.
So
My wife's
Some-
so cute. She's got pointy teeth. I love her so much.
So ritual cast done. What were you saying?
nothing.
What?
Renus gave up.
He went
So
back to
fast.
sleep.
Seems sleepy. Wonder if he didn't go to bed with the rest of us.
He
Did you say that
probably
out
did.
loud?
Seems like he's still napping on the other lady.
Yeah, Heyman hears you guys like talking about this and kind of like just looks over at you guys and smirks.
Is Heyman still in the tent, or is Heyman this guy?
That's that dude.
Gotcha.
Oh, we have fish, don't we? I think
Do
we
you?
saw
I
some
believe
fish. We should make everybody some fish.
I guess if we still have fish, we can make fish.
I'm pretty sure we do. We could make all of it right now and just call it done after that.
There you go.
Okay. Make some fish.
Cool.
Luna cooks for everyone.
Probably help get the fire going again.
Cool. As everyone's kind of like talking and like moving about and stuff, Honora, who had fallen asleep, wakes up and like sits up, probably like jostling Rennis a little bit. Kind of like looks around, just didn't necessarily mean to fall asleep, just kind of did.
Helping my wife cook.
I'm guessing we all noticed that.
Perception checks.
Wait, see if the thing works now.
Nope.
12, but I want it known that my dice hate me today.
That's a 9. 9.
So you guys are too busy cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 20 on the dice, but I'm trying to. Oh, hey, there. Now it works. Cool.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe it doesn't work.
Well, regardless, you notice then.
Yep, rolled a 20.
Alright, cool. Yeah, she kind of like sits up and like looks around, kind of like, what? Like, you know, just like groggy in the morning and like, where am I? What happened?
I look at her and say, "You failed your watch."
She kind of like looks at you a little bit confused at first, but then just like smiles and laughs. Just like, I suppose you're right. I didn't necessarily. She kind of like looks over to her right, and Heyman, who was sitting there when she fell asleep, is still sitting there awake, and he just kind of like nods at her and just like, well, thankfully, somebody took up for me.
Is Heyman a full elf?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, I forgot elves don't have to sleep. Yeah, that was totally planned.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, I meant for that to happen. So yeah, you guys are like, you know, going about your morning, and eventually, like, Penelope comes out of the tent as well. And like comes over and sits down next to Heyman on the log and kind of like looks over to, I mean, is Renna still asleep, or like
He might be.
No. Ernest is not still asleep.
okay.
It's not cinema rolls. I'm mad.
There is a spider. Hold on.
Good morning,
You get
Rennet.
attacked by spiders so many times.
I'm not getting attacked by one, it's just on my wall, but I need to make sure that it's not plotting against me.
Yeah, that shit is just not working.
Yeah, Beyond 20, the creator of it said fuck roll 20 at some point and said, yeah, I really like this Steam virtual tabletop thing better. So He's been
Since
kind of
Friday that happened?
What, Fantasy Grounds?
No, it's been happening since before that, but it's just starting to fuck up more and more as we go.
Clearly. This didn't work for me either. It's weird.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of that thing.
Getting rid of Beyond 20.
Yeah. Shit don't work. Point.
Oh, nope, still don't work. Refreshing both tabs.
Nope, not working. That's sad.
And it's gone. In Celestial, I'll whisper to Honora, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fall asleep on you.
Can I insight check him?
I mean, sure.
Because
What
his
do
goal last night definitely seemed like he wanted to fall asleep.
Well, do you speak Celestial?
No.
Okay.
But I wanted to.
Honora looks at you and is just says, "Don't worry about it. I'm sure you were tired." And Penelope, who's sitting over, actually, hold on. Nope, never mind. She don't hear shit. God, why do all my dice hate me?
Cass, do you have any other stories?
Do I have stories? Of course I do. What would you like to hear of? We have
Oh,
and then
dear God, why?
as soon as he starts like talking, Penelope just goes, "Ugh."
Is Penelope aware that 3 people of the group actually like Cass's stories?
Little, if you say that to her, she'd be like, wait a week, then you won't, but So yeah, Cass will start going on about like, well, what kind of story would you like? Would you like one of the I can't think of things right now, but he's got stories for days. So he'll tell you guys some crazy story about something that probably didn't happen.
And do we believe
What
it?
was the craziest adventure you guys have been on?
He starts telling you guys like this very like in-depth story of this one time that they were down in some dungeon trying to save a damsel in distress of some sort, and they came across a lich who was like basically had them all at their mercy, and
How'd you guys get out of that?
oh well, I used my masterful cunning, and then Penelope's just like, "Ah." I used my masterful cunning and was able to save us. And Penelope's like, none of that even remotely ever happened. And then Cass just looks over at her and he's like, why can't you let me have fun?
Who do we believe, Lucy? Who do we believe?
Yeah, who do we believe?
Everybody give me an insight check.
19.
Oh,
My dice hate me? 11.
You guys believe Cass? Actually.
25?
Renus has his doubts about Cass. Like, this seems pretty far-fetched, and I'm pretty sure I read about this somewhere one time. Like, this does not sound like something, like, this sounds like a story I've heard before and can't possibly. It's like the likenesses of the two are way too similar. So you're like, I don't think that actually happened. But everybody else is like, oh my god, Cass, you're amazing. You're incredible. This group would be nothing without you.
Awesome.
Just wide, sparkly anime eyes.
Basically.
Gonna give Penelope a wink.
She like
Do I believe that with a 21?
actually let me do math here real quick. I don't know where I put his stats. Hold on. Uno momento.
No memento per flavor.
Yes. Wait, what did I run this roll again?
25.
Okay, yeah, you like you barely like made the check, so yeah, you definitely believe him. Nameless.
Okay.
Was it a DC 25?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
He rolled really well.
I can only roll one higher than that.
Well, he rolled
I-
like a 14, so you know, he could have rolled a
Jesus.
lot higher than that.
Right.
I had no chance because I only have a
No.
+2.
No, you didn't.
I could have made it with a nat 20.
But you didn't.
No, I rolled a fucking 5 because my dice hate me.
Yep.
I rolled a 17, but I only have a +2.
Yeah,
But
so
it's probably better that we believe him anyways. It's more
yeah, you
fun
guys
that
are
way.
in love with this guy, so Renus is the only one who like catches his bullshit like
This
ever,
feels
apparently.
extremely fitting for our group dynamic, so it works.
It does.
I have someone more interesting.
Someone more interesting?
Yeah, the hot girl he's trying to bone again.
Probably snuggling up with the wife while he's telling the story too.
Oh, I'm for sure undoing and redoing your hair, my dude.
My dude. That's a term of endearment.
Hey, excuse me, that was not in character.
But yeah, when you wink at Penelope, she like looks kind of like torn between not liking you and like this guy gets it, you know? And she just kind of like half smiles at you and just like shrugs her shoulders.
Progress.
Trying
her
to
to-
get
I will
Trying
get
to-
her to not hate me at some point.
keep trying. Yes. So, yeah, Cass is telling you guys all about this thing that you completely believe happened, but Heyman's kind of just like sitting there, like watching the like chaos of the party, more or less, of Penelope trying to convince you guys that no, this actually didn't happen. Come on, guys, like this. Literal, think about it. It doesn't make sense. And Cass being like, no, and then this happened, and Heyman just looks like he's just like basking in the chaos, more or less.
Nameless,
ah,
you're
yes.
still over in a corner.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have beckoned you over at some point.
She does not get up.
Cass notices that. Wait, does he notice that? Why do
guessing
my
no.
dice hate me so
That's
much?
a no.
I feel like a passive perception would be fine to notice it there.
I rolled a 2.
Nah, he telling that story real good.
Apparently.
Too distracted by his own storytelling.
Exactly. But actually, okay. As he's like telling the story, he's like not really paying attention to anything else. Genevieve like hops down off of his shoulder and like walks over to you, Nameless, and just kind of like curls up in your lap.
I absentmindedly pet a Genevieve.
Yes, good. All right, so you guys go about your
Still
morning.
listening and raptured to Cass.
Yep. So you guys go about your morning, you know, eating your breakfast, having morning entertainment in the form of this bard just telling you tall tales.
But they're not tall tales. We believe them.
Sure.
It's totally real.
Accurate historical depictions.
Exactly. No embellishment whatsoever.
None in the slightest.
So as you guys like go about your morning, like probably when you guys are like finishing up with breakfast or whatever you guys, Shaw finally comes out of his tent and he starts like doesn't even like acknowledge you guys, just starts like breaking down the tent to pack up to like, you know, get on the road and stuff like that.
Shaw is definitely not arrogant, but I don't know the word. Not
Grumpy?
offend, anyways.
I'll take some.
Sure.
Antisocial?
I'll take
Yes.
some of the fish
Definitely
and
that
walk
one.
over and hand it to him.
Okay. How tall are you?
5'5".
Okay. You walk over to him. This halfling man who's like barely over 3 feet tall, and he just kind of like looks at you, kind of like like what's the word? I can't think of words right now.
I couldn't either.
Skeptical. Like he looks at you skeptically, and just kind of like reaches out and like takes the food that you're offering him and just says, "Thanks."
Yeah.
Like kind of a question, but like
Yeah. Thanks for letting us camp with you.
he just kind of like shrugs his shoulders. He's like, "It wasn't my call," and turns back to the tent. Like basically shoves the fish into his face, eats it, and goes back to his work.
Walk back over to my wife.
Cool beans. Yeah, so, names, words, things, adjectives, nouns.
You gonna live?
No, my brain doesn't work good, ever. Heyman ends up, standing up and going over and helping Shaw with the, as he sees him struggling with the tent because he is a very small person. Heyman goes over and like is helping him break down the tent and like kind of making idle conversation with him. And then Cass is probably just still, you know, talking about like everything, nothing that important or ever matters or anything. But so Honora will get up and start breaking down the other tent.
If we're packing up, Luna's gonna help put the fire out with sand because she's into fire safety and stuff.
I thought Red Bear would be like Smokey the Bear.
I I just
Only
grew
you
up in a
can
forest,
prevent forest
so,
fires.
We're on the beach, but you know,
Yep.
technicality, I guess.
Nameless just still kind of sits there, not sure what to do. So, yeah, keeps her back to the wall.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you guys just like hang out or whatever. Unless you were wishing to do something else as these
Petting
guys.
the kitty.
Yes. Petting the pretty kitty. As these guys like start like packing up their camp. Yeah. You guys doing anything or just chilling?
Nameless has a very important job on petting that kitty.
Luna wants to go to Nameless, but Bex is getting her dinner. Give me.
Okay.
I will help Honora pack up that tent.
Is that what the kids are calling it nowadays?
Well, I was gonna make a pet the kitty joke, but decided against it.
Glad I wasn't the only one thinking that.
Oh, 100%.
Gotta turn everything dirty.
I mean, yeah,
Have you seen the name?
it's what I do.
Low hanging fruit.
Give you some low-hanging fruit.
Jesus.
I don't think he has anything to do with this. Oh,
He's always watching. He's really good with the video camera.
Oh no.
Isn't that Jesus?
You know. Jesus, Jesus. It's all depending on how you say it.
Oh my god.
You guys are ridiculous.
Oh.
Okay, I needed another beer.
Okay, well, if Miser's not leaving, I can go up to Nameless now.
Do it to it.
Run,
Right
Miser.
to it.
I'm just
Where would I run?
Oh.
I have a cat in my lap. I'm trapped.
Away.
cat and lap syndrome is real. She's gonna come up and sit down next to you and be like, "Are you okay?"
I'm okay.
The cat likes you
I don't really know why.
because you're nice.
Am I?
You seem nice to me.
I don't really know what I am.
Well, now you know you're nice.
It's something at least.
Do you need help with anything? Are you good?
I'm okay. Just not very people-y.
Too many people, huh?
Something like that.
I don't like a lot of strangers either.
You
They're
seem
very-
to mesh just well here.
I mean, I know how to do it, but there's I get it a little bit. We got really used to a lot of people when we were living in the city, but I like small groups. I like groups I know.
I understand. I never really dealt with much people besides those I either stole money from or yeah.
I had those days too. Sometimes you need to steal to eat, right?
I didn't steal from me.
What did you steal for?
Not me.
Renus
I,
yells from over at the tent.
Not me.
I, I, I guess I stole from my father.
Your father?
As much as I could call him that, yes.
Did he ask you to do this, or did you do it because you wanted to?
She goes quiet.
Okay, inside striker, please.
Sure.
He
That's a 20 total.
I don't really know if I need to roll something here myself, but I'm gonna roll something myself, I guess.
yeah, deception, I guess.
Okay, that's 26.
So I interpret nothing other than silence.
Yeah.
Okay. I can ask fewer questions if you want me to ask fewer questions. I just like to get
As
to know you.
far as you inciting her and what you would have physically seen, you heard her go quiet, but you also seen her kind of kind of shrug her shoulders up, kind of like trying to shrink inside herself a bit. I also didn't hear what you said there, so if you want to
No,
repeat.
I'm having a problem. I'm sorry. I totally missed everything you told me. I sincerely apologize. There's a disaster happening on my.
Too
Was
much
there a
blood.
spider? Because I feel that.
No, my
Is the
fucking husband has
disaster-
called me 8 fucking times, so I answered asking him if it was an emergency, and he tried to tell me what he wants for dinner, like I'm not doing anything right now. I just yelled at him, so
It's
it's
an
cool. But I
emergency.
missed. You literally, all I got was as far as you get, as far as your inside check, and then the rest of it was gone from my brain. So I was trying to listen
Rip.
to you and him at the same time. I'm sorry. I thought he was in a car accident. He
Rip.
called me so many times.
So yeah, you don't really catch much from the insight check, but like you flat out see her basically trying to shrink inside herself. Like she's just shrugging her shoulders up, and she stops petting the kitty. Shut up, Reaper.
Genevieve meows in protest and
I'm
tries
sorry,
to do the
Nameless.
headbutt thing to your hand again.
Cute. Do you want me to ask fewer questions? I can ask fewer questions.
It's okay. I don't really like those memories though.
Okay, I will not ask anymore. But you know, if you want to talk, I like to talk.
Okay. She kind of recovers and goes back to petting the kitty that's like headbutting her arm at this point.
Genevieve is sated. Goes
Luna's
back to
just gonna
meowing. Or not meowing, purring. That's the word.
Luna's gonna stay sitting next to Nameless and just kind of do her own thing with her hands, something with her hands or something, just to be next to her and not do anything.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, Sean Heyman ended up getting that tent all packed away. Oof. No. Honora and Rennis end up getting that tent all packed away. Sorry. And yeah. The brain not work good today. Sorry. Tired. Mm.
Did the heat cook you or something?
Yeah, I think so. Ugh.
Do you have heat exhaustion going on?
Nope, I'm okay.
Do you need to drink water?
I had an energy drink, so I should be good.
That's not water.
I drank a lot of water today, okay? I'm fine.
Okay, as long as you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just super tired.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so they get the tents all packed away. They have all their stuff all packed up. I assume you guys don't really have much, so you have all your stuff packed up. And kind of like reconvene with everybody, all this stuff packed up, and making sure everyone's ready to go. Get on the road again.
On the road again.
God damn
Just
it.
can't wait to get on the road again.
Shut up. Swear to God.
It's not what I want to get on again.
Oh my God.
Ah.
You're supposed to be a holy man.
Oh, it's
There's
there's
all kinds of
no.
different gods.
all kinds of different holes too.
Oh no, why did I know that that was gonna be said? And no, just no. Anyway. Yeah, so they kind of like lead you guys up off of the beach back onto like the quote unquote path that it's kind of hard to discern still, but like these guys seem to know where they're going, and end up like leading you guys to like this kind of area with a bunch of like trees and bushes, and like they kind of clear away some of the like leaf cover and show you guys like that they kind of like hid their cart up there and like pack everything up into their cart. They have a few horses that they feed for the morning and stuff, and then they everybody climbs into the cart, get ready to go again. Heyman and who else? Penelope both take the front of the cart for watches, and everybody else in the back with you guys.
We're riding with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you
Neat.
guys wanted to go on your own, like.
Not at all.
No,
Okay.
free
I
ride
was
is
gonna say
free ride.
if we were walking, I was gonna put my hood up, but if we're hopping in the cart, then I'll leave the hood down.
Yeah, the entire way like up to the cart, like Penelope is kind of like telling you guys how stupid you are for like even coming this way. Like, thank God that you guys ran into us, because like don't even want to know what would happen if you ran into some of the things that we've ran into on this path, like as you are now. Like, probably
tree
wouldn't have made it to the city. Like
We
what?
ran into tree monsters.
Yeah, much worse than that.
Like what?
Like and then like Cass kind of like pikes up and he says, oh well, we've come in contact with like, you know, water monsters, or like other creatures around here that are much worse than simply tree monsters. Those are nothing compared.
You're saying we should not have gone swimming in the ocean?
Ocean's usually fine. It's more the inland that you need to worry about most times.
Looks directly over at Luna, the one who made us come this way. Did you know about these things?
Of course I did not know. If I had known, I may have made a different decision, although I may have made the same decision, to be perfectly honest.
Penelope like just says, "Well, you know, I told somebody to stay on the main roads, but apparently nobody listens to me."
I didn't. I listened,
Sure.
and then was thoroughly distracted.
Uh-huh. And then she just like hops into the front of the cart and like
Gonna like.
To be fair to Rennis, this completely paid off for him. I mean, look, he's still ogling her.
Damn. He got me. Got me good. Shit.
So you say this out loud, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Everybody just like Penelope just fucking loses it. Heyman is like kind of snickering. Shaw doesn't really have a reaction, but Cass is just like kind of like trying to cover the fact that he's laughing by like kind of like coughing into his hand, but like he's totally laughing. He just says, "Well, you know, that I think we all noticed nobody was going to say it though. Good on you, little one."
Rennis, you look like you got warm all of a sudden. I know some ice spells I can help you cool down
Nope.
maybe.
Nope, we're good. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with it. She's very beautiful.
She is very pretty.
Honora just smiles and well, thank you. I'm very flattered, and just climbs into the cart and kind of ignores it a little bit, like
Best of that situation.
just like climbs into the cart. And she's like, "Okay, let's get going."
Onward.
Penelope's still like losing her shit, like. So yeah. As you guys like start down the path again, Cass is in the back with you guys. Genevieve is still kind of like demanding attention from Nameless.
Nameless is practically carrying Genevieve at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like Genevieve is just back in her lap again.
Yeah. Like when you guys were like making your way to the cart, like you kind of like stood up and she like hopped off of your lap, but like as you were walking, she was basically like following your heels. Just kind of like meowing at you, kind of like a cat who's like expecting to be fed or something.
So what you're saying is that all cats and cat people love Nameless. Is that what you're saying?
Apparently. I mean, can it all be the fact that she's a fey creature or anything? I mean, anyway.
I
Insight
think I'd
check
like
the
to
cat.
actually insider animal handling the cat to figure out that she's meowing at me for specifically food or whatnot, if that's what you were asking
Okay, go ahead and insight.
or explaining. Holy fuck, that's like the third time today. 22?
She just really likes you for some reason. Like, she doesn't necessarily want food or anything. Like, you, I assume, don't know very much about familiars, but they don't require that kind of stuff. But she just kind of like likes your attention. So, and as soon as you like sit down in the cart, she kind of like jumps into your lap again.
We'll definitely continue petting her.
Cass is in the back with you guys, and he starts telling you guys like another story about
Yes.
some
my
ridiculous fight that some ridiculous fight that they've had like on this path one time. Like, oh, I remember the first time we took this path and the dangers that awaited us, and Rennis is thoroughly over it apparently, and
This does not believe this bullshit.
yeah, Honora, who I assume you like sat next to or something, unless you're trying to avoid her because of that awkward situation that Nameless created.
Why would I avoid her?
Okay, that's what I thought. She
I
kind of like
want to make the best of that situation and just go with it.
all according to Keikaku.
Is Renus like settling down in like session 3 or 4?
Nah.
She was just a real good lay, apparently. He's trying to get that again.
Good stuff.
Um,
That good.
why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? As
Anyway,
She's also an adventurer and doesn't want to settle down. Maybe later. Who knows? Might come back
Yeah.
for that.
Snuggling up in the back of the cart with the wife.
yeah, like halfway through Cass's story, Luna's gonna lean over to Nameless and whisper in her ear and be like, "Do you want me to fix your hair for you?
Fix my hair?
I can braid it like I braided Red's, if you want me to."
That would be pretty neat. I would like to see what it looks like.
Okay, I'm gonna spend the rest of Cass's story combing through her hair with my fingers and then braiding it for her.
yeah, as Cass is telling this story, Honora kind of like leans over to Rennis and like in Celestial just says, "Yeah, you either learn to tune him out or just go with it."
I didn't even realize he was talking.
So you're already a natural.
Seems that way. Maybe I'm just
Yeah.
distracted by something more interesting.
Oh.
You know, this or that.
She kind of like looks over to Nameless and then like back to you and just says, Can't it all have anything to do with what that one said, is it?"
Nameless is like extremely super content right now because both the cat and the playing of the hair, she might not even be staying awake.
Might be.
Noted. I just have to tell you though that it was really unnecessary, tracking me down just to have another conversation with me.
Not what happened, but I'll, make the best of the situation.
I'm sure you will.
Try to at least.
She just kind of like sits back and kind of like half listens to Cass's story. And it's another thing about Cass's stories is he tells them all the time, but he tells them a little bit differently all the time. So, sometimes they can be interesting.
Oh, it's this version this time.
Exactly. She's like, ah, yes, this one. Oh, that's a new detail that I've never heard. But yeah, so you guys on the road again.
Hey, now she's singing it herself.
Yep.
You've done this to me. So Heyman is like dealing with like, the horses and shit like that, and Penelope's just sitting up front with him, and she kind of has like she's got out this like contraption that looks like nothing that you guys have ever seen before. It has like a bunch of, like gears and springs and like stuff like that in it, and she's just kind of like tinkering with it in the front while like having a conversation with Heyman. And
Can I see that?
make a perception check, I guess.
My dice fucking hate me.
I mean, she's not really trying to hide it.
It's a 10 total.
Okay.
So as she's looking, Nameless actually like falls back into her, not awake anymore.
Oh.
Adorable.
The cat's meowing in your lap, like, "Hey, why'd you stop petting me?" And then realizes that she's not getting any more pets, so she goes over to Cass, and he like idly pets her.
Do I see
Uh,
it? Do I see the thing?
Yeah, you see her kind of like tinkering with something, and you like kind of hear like somewhat like metallic sounds of
Puzzle
something
ball?
coming.
Puzzle ball? Puzzle ball? Puzzle ball?
Wow. That just happened.
Oh my god.
So V, you're streaming and you're gonna clip that, right?
Fuck you.
I guess I have to make a clip of that.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Streams only last like 2 weeks, but clips are forever.
Especially whenever I save it.
Well, I've been exporting them to YouTube, so they stay.
Oh yeah, those ones definitely stay there.
Forever.
And ever.
I hate you. I hate all of you so much.
Hey, you're the one that did it, Papa.
Anyway,
Anyway, Luna doesn't
dude.
go anywhere. She just makes a mental note for puzzle ball.
Do I notice my wife making this strange noise?
None of that was in character. Screw you.
I didn't know
This
cats
is why
made
I have
that
an
sound.
accent. This is why I have an accent.
Can you accent while panting?
The things I said before the panting were not in my accent, so the panting also wasn't in my accent.
I don't believe that.
Oh my god. No, it's not a puzzle ball per se. It's you can't really tell what it is. I mean, like,
I want to find out, but not right now.
okay, I was gonna say, do you ask her? Cause
No, I'm got my wife next to me, and I got a nameless sleeping on me. I'm not gonna disturb either of them.
okay, just file that away for later. Okay.
Ah, yeah, it's the only thing I've written down so far today.
Puzzle ball.
Literally.
That one wasn't
Okay.
as good.
That wasn't as good, but now we have both of the ladies
No, I
breathing like
didn't.
dogs.
Fuck.
Mm,
Didn't mean for that to happen.
And yet it did.
Oh no.
mistakes were made.
Lessons not learned.
My life is a mistake. Anyway,
Can't Alt F4 that.
what, my life? No, I can't.
Not legally.
Probably if nothing's interesting is going on and just listening to the story, eventually I'd probably fall asleep on my way.
Cuddle puddle.
Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Meant to do that. Okay.
That was a lot of dice.
It was 2.
And that's how we die.
No,
Then
you
a
guys are good.
meteor shower came from the sky, and your party was dead.
That's only if I would have rolled a 69.
I'm pretty sure something
Man.
else happens if you roll that.
Yeah, true.
That was
I don't know,
real good.
What happened when you rolled 69?
I looked at it and I said nice, and that was it.
Good job, McElroy.
Yeah. So, guys, Cass is still just like, telling stories until like he kind of realizes that 2 of you are basically asleep. Rennis doesn't fucking care, and
Booty. I mean,
Now you pant. Now you pant.
no?
oof. And like he's like starting to tell another story, and then Penelope from the front just like takes one of her tools and just like throws it at him, and hits him in the head, and he's just like, okay, I get the fucking God. You guys never appreciate me.
I
Oh,
smile at him, I guess.
It's like, see, I have new friends who appreciate me. Then Penelope just says, yeah, we'd appreciate you a lot more if you just shut up every now and then. It's like, harsh.
Couldn't somebody just cast silence on him?
That's a good idea. Why haven't we thought about that? Enora, why haven't we thought about that? And Enora just says, oh, I've thought about it. I just haven't done it. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, I just fucking threw everything everywhere.
Yay!
God damn it.
Disaster!
Why do dice hate me?
I don't know. Did you do something mean to him?
No, I treat them with the utmost respect.
Were they ever near Will Wheaton or a picture of him?
Fuck, I wish.
Or Socks, maybe? Were they ever near Socks? What about Miser? Were they ever near Miser?
Hey,
Hey, Miser always, like, rolls and nearly kills us, so I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a difference between his DM rolls and his player rolls.
I just want you guys
It's
to
very
know
obvious
that
to see.
right after you said, were they near Will Wheaton, Socks was in our other Discord commenting on the random D20 I found and said, I have the Will Wheaton dice curse. Literally at the exact same time.
Whoa, spooky. Okay, so, it's been probably like halfway through the day or whatever. You guys have been traveling for a few hours now. You guys are like going along this path that none of you can even recognize as a path anymore, but like I said, Heyman seems to know where he's going, so you're trusting that. And like you guys are somewhat going along the coastline. Like you're kind of staying like pretty close to like where you can see the ocean and stuff, but like every now and then like winding in and out of like small forests or like mountainsides and stuff like that. You guys get close to what's the word that I'm trying to look for? You guys like get close to like this area that like has like forests on one side that like kind of block your path to the ocean or like your eyesight line of sight to the ocean, and then like a cliff face on the other side of you, so you guys are like going along at the bottom of this rocky thing. I'm very eloquent, okay?
A narrow cliff trail with a forest on one side and a cliff with a fall off on the other.
Yeah, there you go. See? Yeah, so you guys are going along the trail and you get to like an area kind of like that like and Penelope kind of like stops, like she's like tinkering with this thing still, like kind of getting a little bit frustrated with it, and then like all of a sudden she just like stops in what she's doing and like looks up and holds her hand out for like Heyman to stop. And he's like, what, huh? And she's like, "What? Did you hear that?" And he's like, "Actually, I'll be quite honest. I was not paying attention to anything." um, and wait, what was that? Oh, I forgot what she rolled. Hold on. As like the cart stops, it kind of like jostles all of you guys, and so like Red Bear and the nameless, you both kind of like wake up a little bit, like not really knowing where you are or how long you've been asleep, but
Oh, are we there already?
when you say that, Penelope just like shushes you and like kind of just stays really still and like is listening for something that the rest aren't really sure of. Honora kind of like as quietly as possible. Okay. She is actually quiet. As quietly as possible, kind of like gets up from where she's sitting and like crawls towards like the front of the cart and is like whispering to Penelope of like, what are we looking for, listening for?
As seeing them all quiet and stuff like that, I just start looking around to see if I see anything anywhere.
Okay,
Same.
for those who do so, perception checks.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okie dokie.
That is a 24.
Nameless has no clue what she's looking for, so
25.
Apparently, I didn't need to.
Nameless definitely has no clue what she's looking for.
Perception. Mine's 17. I roll bad.
Okay. So Red
6.
Bear and Luna, Nameless definitely doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Red Bear and Luna, you kind of like, you don't really know what you're looking for as like nobody else does, but like Penelope's kind of like explaining what she heard to Honora, like in hushed tones, and you guys can kind of like hear that. And so like when she's explaining what she heard, you guys are like kind of trying to listen for the same thing. And you hear like this weird like chanting almost. But it's like very faint and like very difficult to like even make out what they're saying or anything, but like you hear kind of what Penelope was trying to like explain. And
Can we tell what direction it's coming from?
Yeah.
yeah, so you guys are, where is the thing? And you guys are
Is it just me or are there crickets every time she's talking?
are there?
I hear what you're talking about, V. I think it's your
Oh
fan,
yeah, there
Lucy.
totally are. No, there are crickets outside my window. I
Oh.
couldn't hear them because of my headset, but you know, there are totally crickets outside my window.
It's kind of peaceful.
Yes, there we go. You guys are all down there. Imagine there's a cart with other people there, you know.
Hey, God, is that cliff down from us?
Oh
Like if
my
we go
gosh.
to it, we'd fall off. Dude, I'm seeing both at the same time right now. I'm asking.
No, you see, because of the way that, you know, fucking shadows work, this is like going upwards, because if it was going downwards, there would be a shadow right here, because there's shadow on the rock right here, you see?
I believe you. These are the kinds of things that don't stick in my head, so whatever you tell me, I'm sure that you're right.
Okay, yeah, so this cliff is like going upward. Like, so you
Thank
guys are at the
you.
bottom of it.
Awesome.
Yeah. And you guys like just are down here. The sound that you guys are hearing is coming kind of from like, you can, from as far as you can tell, like out in the forest somewhere like over here, but it sounds like it's probably pretty far out. Like further than you can see, or like is even on the map, but
I
But-
silently get Penelope's attention and point her in that direction.
yeah, she kind of like looks over at you two and like nods, and actually hold on. Oh, hey. Okay, so now I'm rolling good. That's good. That's all my good rolls for today. I'm not gonna roll good anymore.
Good, we might live.
Let's just roll 2 natural 20s, so you know that's it for me today. Yeah, so Anora, like when Penelope like points off in that direction, like Anora and Heyman both like are listening, kind of like realization dawns on their faces, and Anora kind of like narrows her eyes and is like, "Oh, that's not good." Penelope kind of like nods, and
Luna's rapier's in her hand.
Penelope like looks back at you guys, or is looking back at you guys still, and like notices you like getting ready to fight or whatever, and like looks back over at like Anora and like kind of catches eyes with like the rest of her party, like Shaw and Cass, who are just kind of like sitting there quietly, and like looks back at you guys, and she says, "We're gonna go take care of this. It's too much for you guys. You should stay here."
Luna has every intention of following them.
If my wife goes, I go.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, there are 2 other people in this party who could stop me. That's all I have to say. I'm done metagaming now.
Hold on. Okay, Anora's like also looking where like Penelope's looking, and like kind of agreeing with everything that Penelope's saying, and she like, unless you want to roll like some sort of deception or whatever, like she fully expects you to like follow them, because she's like,
Well, I rolled and it was nat 1, so.
okay, so yeah, she's like, yeah, this girl cray. And so like she just looks over at you and she's
My
like,
wife is not cray.
sure. But she looks over at Luna and is like fully serious. She just says, "This is not a joke. You should not follow us. This is not
What?
safe. And the reason that we are bringing you guys with us is so that in cases such as this, you don't get yourselves killed."
What is it?
I'm not.
I don't know what's going on.
You expect us to just wait to go on? We can fight. We fight. She fights. pointing at my wife.
You may be able to fight, but things of this strength, if they are what I fear them to be, then you should not be in that situation.
What
Do
do
you
you
expect
fear
me
that
to
they
sit
are?
here with my thumb up my ass until you get back? I'm just trying to understand.
Honora kind of like looks over at like is like looking between you guys, and then like looks over at Rennis as in like, fucking help me keep these people like from getting themselves killed.
She's a
This-
strong,
She
independent woman
legitimately
that can die herself.
She legitimately does not understand if we're supposed to wait for them to get back or go on without them. That's what she's asking.
Oh, okay.
I mean, also she's sassy, but
And Red's just wondering what it is that's so dangerous.
I'm gonna wait right here.
Yeah, Honora just says, we would like for you to stay here with the cart while we go and handle this, and we will be back once it is all said and done.
What is
If
it?
Cass's stories are anything to be true, then we probably shouldn't join in. This seems like it's well out of our skill set right now.
Smart one.
Although she's an arena champion, she could probably take anything.
Luna is nodding emphatically.
Honora kind of like smiles, kind of like in amusement, and just says, yes, well, I've seen arena fights and they often have rules. There are no rules in the real world of fighting.
I'm still wondering what this is.
I'm sure they'll tell us when they get back.
Yes, well, not exactly what kind or how many or any of that sort of information, but I think I may know what they are, and never really seen one myself, so
It's a trap. A Luna trap. You're trapping her.
And you're saying we're better off if we stay here?
Much.
I heard.
From what we can tell, they have not noticed that we are here yet. We can get the jump on them, and hopefully it can be swift and painless. For us, at least.
I look over to Luna and I said, I think we should probably sit this one out.
Luna pouts.
And I hug her.
It's probably for the best right now.
Yeah, she's not gonna argue with you anymore. She's just gonna pout now.
Shaw kind of like vaults over the side of the cart and like lands on the ground, and Cass like follows him in suit. Cass is much more like elegant about it, and Shaw just kind of like a little bit more than gracefully falls out of the cart. And then Honora ends up, leaving the cart like a civilized human being, and
I'm gonna look at her as she does.
look at her as in like check out her ass or something.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, Cass like looks over the side of the cart after he jumps out, and the cat's just like standing there like looking up at him, and he just like looks her in the eye and he's like, Genevieve, stay with them. And she just meows and sits down. And then Heyman and Penelope both leave the cart as well. Cass tells you guys that, if something were to happen, and Genevieve is like just disappears somehow, that they should turn the other way and just leave without them. And then they are off.
And still hugging the wife, but also keeping an eye out, just making sure nothing's coming up on the cart then.
Luna is waiting precisely 30 seconds and then telling everyone to stay where they are and sneaking off to follow.
Red doesn't let go of her.
But I just want to know what it is. I want to see it.
Don't want you to get hurt.
I won't go to them. I will just go close and I will see and then I will come back. No one will ever know, except for you guys.
Nope.
Genevieve meows.
No one will ever know.
I hug her tighter.
Fine. Then it goes back to pouting.
Alright, so you guys are like just sitting here waiting in the cart, some time passes, like 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes goes by.
This is a long time. Can I please go see what is happening?
Nope.
If it's taking them this long, it probably is way too much for us to handle.
I just want to see what is happening. I'm not going to go jump in the fight.
Have you been listening to the stories he's told? Do you want to... Would you...
That was 100% in character.
But it sounds like a challenge. I just want to see. It's been like 10 minutes. That is very long for combat.
Yeah, with how powerful they are for it to take this long, even if you just got close.
I don't know how powerful they are. I mean, the stories are something to be had, but we haven't seen them in person.
Oh, the stories.
Genevieve kind of like sensing your, wanting to leave and go find out. Like she kind of like crawls into your lap and is like basically trying to keep you there by being cute.
It will work for an additional 2 minutes, and then I will try to leave again.
And Red Bear is still hugging and still not letting go.
You are so much stronger than me. It's not fair.
Isn't that part of what you love about me?
Yeah, when you're right, you're right.
Oh.
Alright, another
I kiss
2
her on
minutes
the
goes
cheek.
by. Aww. Hey, maybe if you like have sex with her, that'll keep her there. Just saying.
Stop. Don't tell me when to fuck my wife. I fuck my wife when I feel like it.
Damn it.
What about when your wife feels like it?
We have to both feel like it. That's how consent works.
Yes, that is how consent works. However, that's not always the case. Like, you can still have sex even if the other person doesn't want it, and they still consent.
I mean,
That's not how it works in my marriage. Don't even. My marriage to Red, specifically, I mean.
Alright, so it's about, everybody make perception checks.
I would like to cast guidance on myself beforehand.
Okay.
19.
Ooh.
That whole not being trained in perception thing, it's really showing.
22.
11.
25. Oh shit.
All right, everybody but Nameless. After like 15
Yeah.
minutes goes by, everybody but Nameless kind of hears like a rustling in the trees, like right over here ish.
I put my hand on my sword and look over there.
I whisper, shit, raccoons.
I try to get closer.
They found
see
us.
if- I try to get
Uh,
closer to find out what it is.
I think you're still being held.
Now my wife put her hand on her sword.
She has
Just
2
one.
hands.
One hand on sword, one hand on wife.
Damn it! Let me go!
Must protect.
Okay, Luna tries to see from inside the cart what the noise was. This is gonna work.
All right, give me another perception check.
$25. No. 23.
Ooh. Okay. You kind of like see like through some of the like foliage, you see like bits and pieces of it looks like somebody's kind of like stumbling through the woods, and you see like bits and pieces of like red and gold armor.
Familiar red and gold armor?
Yes, it's the armor that Shaw wears.
I sort of push Red's shoulder. I'm like, it's them. We need to help them.
I jump out and head to where my wife points.
Venice, I think they might need your help, Venice.
I
Nameless
am.
gone. What's going on?
Come on, Nameless. And I hop down and head that way.
Nameless follows.
All right. As you guys kind of like head off in that direction, or like get out of the cart and just start. You guys can move your tokens, right? Or do I need to fucking fix that? Okay, just making sure. As you guys get, you guys are going too far. Yeah, go back. Go back.
I
Back,
just
I say.
really want to be in front of Venice.
Back, I say. I will take away your privileges. I swear to God.
Oh, I could. I'm not going to, because it'll be hell for even me to get it.
I know what you were talking about.
What?
Yep.
I'm scared. Where the fuck is Nameless? Where'd you go? What
He
did
knew
you
exactly
do?
what I was talking about.
Oh man.
What? How? What? Where did you go? I'm confused. Anyway, as you guys get to about there, Shaw, you guys see Shaw like, am I on the right layer? That's a good question. Hold on.
If we should
I
be
am.
able to see Shaw, then no.
Okay.
There he
You see
is.
Shaw kind of like emerge from like the cover of trees and stuff, and he looks like pretty worse for wear. He's like bloodied and is kind of like limping towards you guys and like holding one of his arms over like his side, and
Did Genevieve disappear?
nope, she's still with you guys.
Okay.
She's like back here somewhere. But he's like moving towards you guys, and he's like, panting and like between breaths just saying like, there are too many of them.
Where are the
Where's-
others?
Where's
Too
the
many
others?
what?
Penelope. She. And he just keeps moving towards you guys.
I-
Everybody make insight checks.
Penelope, she what?
23.
That's something
Uh,
I can cast guidance on myself with.
6.
22.
Not that I apparently need to. All right, I'm good at insight. 24. Because math.
Okay, everybody except for Red Bear. You roll a 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everybody except for Red Bear. You guys haven't heard much of Shaw's voice. Like, this is probably the most you've ever heard him talk. Except for, like, Red Bear, which is weird now that I think of it. Because Red Bear was the only one who ever talked to him. Anyway. Technicalities. This is the most like any of you have ever heard him talk, and like, but you can kind of like tell there's something off about like his voice. Can't really tell what because you don't know him too well, and like I said, you haven't heard his voice very much, but like, there's something a little bit off.
You don't sound like you.
Shit.
I'm gonna cast a ice bolt in his direction, but not at him, and tell him to stay back.
Okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, Luna's gonna go stealth and run off
He's
towards
like,
the thing.
keep moving towards you guys, and he's just saying like,
All right, the next one's hitting him.
they can't.
I cast
Before you
command.
do that. Oh, okay.
Grovel.
What's the DC on that?
14 wisdom.
Oh boy. Hold on. Let me pull up his stats.
Wait.
Oh wait, no, not his. Hold on. Fuck. Never mind. You didn't hear that.
Let me pull up his stats. Oh wait, fuck, didn't hear that.
Wait, what was the? Oh, it doesn't matter. He rolled a natural 20.
All right.
What's
He just
what's
kind of
going
like
on?
looks at you a little bit confused because he like realizes that you used a spell on him, and you everybody make a investigation check now that he's a bit closer, and those who succeeded on the insight can make it with advantage.
I'm glad. Investigation.
Yes.
19.
13.
19.
9.
Ooh.
Reminds you, your dice hate you tonight, huh?
They've been back and forth.
Unless you can let me cast guidance on myself.
I just
Is that
want to
an
say I'm
action
still
to
casting
do that?
frostbite on him, and he needs
Uh,
a con 15.
Guidance is an action.
Guidance is an action. Cantrip. Yay.
Then no guidance.
Alright.
Let me check something real quick. So you're casting an ice bolt at him?
Frostbite.
Frostbite? And what is that?
He needs a con 15 saving throw.
Okay. He makes it. Wow, I'm actually rolling well. And these are Iris's dice. What is up with this?
Luna's already shifted and trying to run past him.
He gets frost forming on him that doesn't affect him, but it's frosty.
Yeah.
Wait.
Stay frost.
What's
He's
going on?
He's not him. There's not really a good way to explain it. He's not him.
Luna, roll a stealth check.
I'll After hearing that, I'll pull my sword out.
21.
And he also keeps moving forward despite us telling him not to.
I'll walk up to him.
As you walk up to him, like he kind of make a insight check
I'm gonna use
as he's what?
gonna use a different dice.
There you
So,
go. You walk up to him and he kind of like heels over
15.
a little bit and like is down to one of his knees. 15. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So as you're like walking up to him and like I said, if he like keels over to like one of his knees, it's like a little weird and you're not sure like how it makes sense because like he was limping and he like is now on the knee of the leg that he was limping on. And you're like, that shouldn't be like.
I am gonna rage and take a swing at him.
Okay.
Well, shit.
Should we initiative? Because Luna's also gonna.
Yeah, roll initiative. How do I do this thing? This thing? Yeah, there we go.
Well, shit.
That's great. 12.
Yeah, my dice have gone back to hating me.
I went back to the same dice that I was rolling that I couldn't roll above a 10 on.
Yeah, Luna's dice are already in dice jail, my dude.
It's okay. I rolled a 4. It
16.
couldn't fucking stay forever, you know.
You right?
18.
What is initiative? Hold on. All right. What was everybody's?
12 for red.
Okay.
Some sweet, sweet ass, apparently.
Fucking.
Nameless is
Ah.
fast.
I have so much plus to my initiative. It's bullshit. This is bullshit.
Makes you feel better. I would rather roll low.
Yeah, you want to trade these on initiative rolls there?
I don't think that's how that
He
works.
can just hold his action, I'm
Pretend
pretty
like
sure.
it's how it works.
You can either hold your action or you can, on the first turn of combat, like completely delay your initiative and make it so that you go after somebody.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Redberry, take a swing at him. I'll let you guys all have a turn before.
So we go in the order of our initiative for this first, or since I said I take a swing, should I just roll that?
Everybody tell me what you're doing for your turn. And for reference, in order to try to see through whatever is going on here, it's an action to do an investigation check.
Luna's just gonna non-lethally whack him with the rapier.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything lethal. I'm just was told it wasn't him, and was told and it something just doesn't seem right, so gotta make sure it doesn't hurt anybody. So gonna whack it.
I was going to, and probably still going to, cast guidance on myself and then perception to see if there is others or like he's trying to set up an ambush or something.
Okay. Go for it. Everybody do like attack rolls and stuff like that for those who are attacking.
27.
You like take a look around and don't see any other movement in the bushes, don't like hear anything else other than what's going on here. Like you kind of hear in the distance like some form of combat happening in the distance of like where the other group had disappeared to, but you don't hear anything in the immediate vicinity.
17 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 14 damage.
Dang.
I rolled a 24 to hit, and it's 16 damage.
Dang.
Sneak attack, bitch!
Give me a con save. 15.
Oh wow.
There's those bad rolls. Welcome back. We missed you.
Yeah, I didn't. It was a natural one.
Ooh, feel
Yeah.
that.
So yeah,
He's
go ahead.
going to totally dead!
Do the damage thing.
All right. He takes 4 damage and has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll specifically
Okay.
before the end of its next turn.
You know what I meant to.
Also, I bonus action disengaged and moved away again, in case that wasn't super quick.
Okay. Red Bear and Luna, as you hit him, Shaw is a halfling, a tiny man, and the way that you like moved to hit him, you thought that you were like hitting him like either in the shoulder or in the leg or something like that, but his where you hit him just seems weird, like that it's not the size of him in like the area that you hit him in is just not lining up at all.
Since
That's
I'm trained in Arcana, would I know that it's an illusion, or would I potentially think it might be an illusion?
Give me an Arcana check. Everybody else actually make another investigation check.
24.
3.
18.
Okay.
Oh wow, natural 20.
Oh.
Yee, boy.
That'll do it. Makes up for my 2.
Yeah, so like Shaw kind of like looks up at you guys and like has this kind of like not like hurt, but like just taken aback expression on his face that like is completely fake, as you guys can kind of like tell a little bit, but like looks around at you and like realizes that you guys are kind of like starting to see through whatever's going on, and he whatever this thing is like drops the image of Shaw and this like ugly, like tall, green, like witch looking thing kind of uh like stands up from where Shaw was like kneeling and like lets out this like blood curdling like screech at you guys.
Son of a bitch.
And what was, hold on. Why am I, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm bad at this. And then it's top of the initiative, so Nameless.
It screeched at us?
Yeah.
I panic cast sleep on it.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh damn. If it has 34 or less HP, it falls asleep.
Okay, so you cast sleep on it, like it stands up and it like makes this like ear splitting screeching noise at you, and you like look over and like throw this spell at it, and it kind of goes like the spell hits it and it just looks over at you like it wasn't even like affected in the least.
Well, we're in for a fight then. It still has that debuff on it.
What debuff?
The weapon attack debuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you moving or have any bonus actions or anything?
Staying near Renus at the moment.
Okay. Then it is Renus's turn.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm, mm, mm.
Uh,
I'm gonna save my spell plot. So I'm gonna cast Hold the Dead.
Hold the Dead.
DC 14 Wisdom.
Okie dokie artichoke.
Choke you.
What?
What?
Jesus. What was the DC?
14.
Okay, she fails.
Yay!
The thing, whatever it is.
Shit fails.
Yeah.
She
I need to
hit
stop
shit.
rolling that very. I always default to like this one dice because it's my favorite, because it's my Iris dice, but like it always rolls terribly, so I don't.
And it's already taken damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
guys see its health bar?
Nope.
No.
Negatory.
How do?
8 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. Well, I don't know how to fix that, so. 8 points.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh, Alrighty. And are you moving or staying still?
I am going to move here. Yeah.
Okay.
Shit. There?
It's right there.
Yeah. Right there. That's my movement.
Okay. Then it's Red Bear.
Bonus action, I'm gonna shift and roar at it, and then swing again.
It looks like you kind of confused when you like roar at it. Like, bitch, I just did that.
That's my thing. Don't take my thing
Exactly.
from me.
Exactly.
16.
That misses.
Okay.
I'll stay close so you can get advantage next time.
I will stay where I am.
Okie dokie. Then it is Luna's turn.
That's a 22 to hit with my rapier.
Pretty sure that
That
doesn't.
hits. Yeah. That hits.
15 damage.
Oof. Okay.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at, so it's my turn.
Okay. Alright, it's this thing's turn. And it's kind of like turning back and forth between the person in front and behind it. And it goes for the person that just hit it.
Well, that makes sense.
And that is a ooh.
Ew, my.
That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, I don't need me to look at my character sheet. That obviously hits.
Yeah, and so that is oh, well that was shitty. 10 damage.
I mean, that's more than half my health.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys are level 2.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Would you prepare this for level 5?
No.
When its turn ends,
Mhm.
I'm going to move 10 feet away.
Yeah,
My
so like
my strategy has failed.
it like reaches out at you with like these like talons and like swipes you across the chest. And that's the end of its turn.
Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'm staying where I'm at.
Okay. Nameless's turn.
Nameless's turn?
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Mm,
Nameless is Oh, did it have disadvantage on that attack, by the way?
It did, but I forgot to roll it. What's your AC?
16.
16?
Yes.
Okay, then that one would have hit too, so.
Okay.
It did hit.
Just double checking.
Thanks
Yeah.
for checking, Miser.
Thanks for keeping me honest. I forget these things. I forget everything.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. What day is it?
Thursday.
Thank you.
Gonna cast. Well, you guys are already all right there, so I'm gonna cast another frostbite at it. Con 15 saving throw.
Okie dokie. Why? Why do all my dice betray me?
Funny that way.
No. It's not funny.
A little bit.
So that hits.
5 damage and disadvantage on attacks again.
Okay, cool.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Why are you over here?
Shit.
Running away from you!
The cone attacks.
Cone attacks?
Yes. In
What are
case it
those?
knows magic. Okay. You and I are gonna have to sit down and talk more about magic.
All right, Rennis's turn.
Okay. You're doing magic as you can cast leveled as long as the other spell is a cantrip.
Yes.
All right, healing word on Luna.
Luna doesn't do that. Just kidding.
All right.
When did Mako get in this game?
Beck's making all the weird animal sounds, you know.
Bex just likes
Ooh.
to make cat noises. You should not have let me play a druid that could turn into a kitty.
Heal 8 and Toll the Dead on dude bro chick thing.
Dude bro chick thing makes a save. And what's the DC?
14 wisdom.
All right, she succeeds.
Nah,
Thing.
bells.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll just stay here and give head pats as movement.
Heaven spells?
Hmm?
By the way, do you like my hair? Luna did it for me.
Middle of combat. Do you like my hair?
It looks good on you.
Do you think I'm
Redbear's
so pretty right now?
Tell me I'm pretty. Oh my god.
You're adorable. Now, not set that thing on fire and kill it.
Brett heard the
Yep.
voice and he goes, I just want to get drunk and fuck.
I just want to fuck.
Hurts my soul because there are people like that.
That's why it's so fun to make fun of them.
Can we have another crusade?
I would so crack a
Plague.
joke, but it would be offensive as hell.
Fucking do it.
Do it. Go hard. Go home.
Do it.
Do it. Or pussy out and don't do it. Wow. Red Bear's turn.
I'm gonna hit it again. Yell at it.
I walk away to turn the AC down.
I'm gonna yell at it because it hit my wife.
To assert
and hit it.
dominance. Do it.
You had advantage this time.
That's 17 that time.
Just barely hits.
Yes, thank goodness for advantage.
You're welcome, babe.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, I'm saving spell slots for healing now. No bless.
Uh, 12 damage.
Oof. Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright, Luna's turn.
Luna's gonna hit it with a rapier.
Put it in its butt.
That's a natural 19 for, is it +7 to hit? 26?
Yeah, that hits.
Totally messed
Okay,
up.
that is a 14 damage.
You guys are beating the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, and since Ren has healed me, thank you by the way, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I am the cleric.
You're still getting kisses later.
From who?
Me.
Not
well,
the person
my
you want them
character.
from.
I mean, Renus likes all kinds of kisses.
Alright, well, the ugly lady yells again and, takes another swipe at Luna.
Son of a bitch.
Disadvantage though, right? Oh, oof.
Ooh. That sounds great for us.
Yeah, 14 don't hit.
Negatory. This is my only character on which a 14 does not hit.
Jesus Christ.
I like to play squishy casters, but not this time.
Squishy.
Uh,
Damn.
Okay, you took that a completely different direction,
Thinking about an again.
and
Oh
you're a
god.
damn pervert.
Yup.
Anyway, Nameless's turn.
Have we met?
Why does that thing keep yelling? It's freaking sickening.
It's unhappy with its existence.
Pointing at it,
And
an ray of sickness pops out of my finger. At it.
Yeah, girl, get it!
the joke is so bad. It was fine until you said it. Until you cast the spell. Why?
Is that a spell attack or a save?
It's a spell attack 21.
That fucking hits, Jesus.
Get it.
Oh, well, the damage is probably gonna suck. Oh, hey, cool. It saved itself a little bit. 9. And now it needs a Constitution saving throw.
I wish.
Why am I rolling this? Why do I always roll this one?
Because you expect it to do better, but it never will, because it hates.
What's the save DC?
15.
Because you want us to survive.
I don't want you to survive. That's
Rude
my
ass.
secret. I want it to be at least a little bit difficult for you guys.
I mean, it dealt damage
It did.
more than other things have done.
Yeah. So it fails. What does it do now?
It's poisoned.
Okay.
Oh,
Disadvantage on.
like
attacks and
everything.
saves, right?
Yeah, it's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Ooh, you said save. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it.
Rennis's turn.
Tell
Oh.
the dead.
Now it's actually sick.
Joke. I like the hair.
What's the joke?
What joke? Hair's nice.
What joke?
Goes with the horns really well.
Thank you.
DC 14 wisdom.
Okay. Disadvantage, right?
Yup.
I need to stop rolling. I'm just gonna put this one away. Over here. Out of sight, out of mind. Alright, damage.
11. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On that, sweet die 8. Oh, wait. Wait, is it D10? No, it's D12. Okay.
It's a
It's a
D12.
that they've already
I was like,
taken.
wait, did I roll the wrong dice? Hold on a second.
Okay, Red Bear.
I yell at it to stop hitting my wife, and that's a not natural 20.
That hits.
Kick its ass, see my ass. Rennis does not say that.
11 damage.
Okay. Alright, cool. It's looking pretty hurt.
I would hope so. Got a lot of fucking health.
Hey, I had to fucking beef it up because you guys are overpowered.
Eh.
Luna's turn.
I think I don't hit. That's a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Boo! Yeah, that I'm not. Well, hold on. Yeah, still not gonna run away. We good. That's just a wasted turn.
Alrighty.
I got
Can
one
run
more
away.
heal.
You can run away if you want. Don't worry about it.
Oh, because well, I want you to have advantage. I feel plenty of health. It's fine. I'm staying where I'm at.
Run away.
We're not having this conversation in character. My character is not running away.
Okay, so comes around to this ugly bitch's turn. She looks real fucking hurt. And is like kind of realizing that she thought that like you guys were easy pickings, and then severely fucked up apparently.
Mistakes were made, bitch.
Yeah. And she's like looking around at all of you guys, like a little bit panicked now, and she disappears.
Like, visually disappears.
Yes. What's the... Can you make opportunity attacks on invisible creatures?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
what I
you
thought.
can.
That's what I
It's
thought.
just
Okay,
sneaker
so disadvantage. Yeah, but you guys are
But-
thinking, so advantage. So just straight rolls for both
You
you guys.
got it.
As you guys basically hear her trying to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cocked.
20 total.
You hit.
18.
You both hit. I don't even want you guys to roll damage. She had like 2 HP left, so she's just fucking dead.
Oh,
so
I was gonna be
you-
like, I don't think I
by
get sneak attack,
default,
right?
Fucking.
Yeah, like
So-
base damage, bitch dead.
The
Yeah.
power couple just fucking tag teamed an invisible person with a sword splitting through one end and a rapier poking through the other.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then I kissed my wife. Yeah.
Over the
Yeah.
dead thing.
As the dead thing falls to the ground.
You better
just
fucking
lean forward and
believe it.
kiss.
You guys are both like stabbing through it, like Luna from the front and then Red Bear from the back, and you just like lean over the shoulder of the thing that's dying on your swords and like kiss each other. Yeah, how do you guys want to
No,
do? Is
I
that how
like-
you guys want to do this?
I like drop my rapier and jump onto my wife and give her a big old smooch.
Yeah, I grab onto her and smooch back.
You guys are gay.
Yeah?
The most gay. I am too gay for everything. Everybody knows this.
Yeah, alright. That thing fucking drops dead. And,
What?
I'm gonna stealth and go try and find the others because I'm worried about them. And then I will come back to loot this body.
everybody make a
did not-
perception check.
I did not put down my wife.
Son of a bitch! Don't punish me for the cuteness, V!
Perception?
Yeah.
That's a natural one.
Oof. You're like
Uh,
really
22.
24.
Reaper's getting my accent.
It's a thing.
It's okay, it happens to me too.
14?
I hate it so much. It's like a sympathy accent, and I fucking hate whenever I do it.
It happens to me in real life too, I'm not kidding, it's very bad.
Okay,
But
so
why are we all speaking like this?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
This is how Luna talks. I don't know which one of them is. This is how Luna talks. This is how she's talked the whole time.
Okay, so a couple things happen. So, Luna, you are like, okay, yep, put me down, wife. I'm gonna go check on party or whatever. Wife does not put you down, and you're very like concentrated on like trying to break this fucking grapple that you just like don't pay attention to anything else.
Perfect.
Red Bear, as you're like kind of struggling with her a little bit, like, no, you fucking stay.
Sit, kitty, sit.
You look down at this thing that you guys just killed, and You notice that there is a like pendant around its neck that is like giving off this faint like glow, and it straight up just looks like an eyeball with a chain through it.
Shiny. I want to investigate.
I want to ritual cast
But
detect magic. That one?
does
Yeah, that one. But it's gonna take fucking 10 minutes.
No, not 10 minutes.
I know.
What about the rest of the party?
At the same time that all that happens, Nameless, you're like, don't notice anything. Rennis, you like hear in the distance there are still like signs of like battle and stuff like that, and can't tell if it's going well, can't tell if it's going bad, just there's still battle, so at least one person's still alive? Question?
Okay,
and I
I'm
look
siding with
back and-
Luna.
I look
Let's
back.
me
Is
go,
the
let's
cat
me
still
go,
there?
let's me go, let's me go, let's me go.
Yeah, the cat's still there, and actually like the cat's like running forward and like sniffing at this thing. And
Rennis.
Do I know how familiars work?
make an Arcana check.
Ooh, balls.
Okay, Luna? Luna,
11.
Yes.
is this thing going to stay dead?
Unless I can use guidance.
No. Stop that.
Damn It's a cantrip, god dang it. I'm gonna use it.
Familiars are like pretty common things, so it wasn't a very high DC anyway. Yeah, you know how familiars work. Basically that, they are telepathically connected to their master, and like
I'm going to kneel down next to the kitty and just be like, if you can understand me and if you can relay information, just like paw at the ground if they're still okay.
The cat like kind of like blinks at you, like a little confused, I guess, and like completely disregards you and turns around and walks towards this dead thing on the ground.
I
And
will
it's like-
cycle through every language that I know.
Does anybody know what this pendant might be?
can-
At Nameless's question, Luna stabs the dead thing again just to make sure it's really dead.
It's dead. Genevieve goes over and like as you ask about the necklace or whatever, she's like kind of like sniffing the pendant and just takes it like in her mouth, like the eyeball, and like it literally like as you see her do this, it definitely is just an eyeball because you can like hear this gross squishy noise of it.
What?
Gross.
That's normal.
Why was it?
I guess she was hungry. She didn't want food from me earlier.
I don't think she's actually gonna. I hope she doesn't actually eat that.
It's hold on.
Luna would
Nope.
like to loot this body soon.
Okay. Investigation check?
I use guidance on her.
Sure.
Since
Yeah.
I was holding
does
on
that
to her,
give
I'd be
me?
helping her.
A die 4 to a skill roll.
Sweet. Look, that's a investigation.
Yeah.
26.
Kind of like rummage through like the like oversized robe thing that she was wearing, and like she has some like gross components on her for like spells and stuff, but like definitely weird shit that's like witchcrafty, but like Yeah. I hated
Yeah,
myself
I'm
as
gonna-
I said that because I thought of stab him.
I I
I'll-
feel like Reaper is just gonna have Rennis continue to hold action on guidance now, so that he can use it on everything.
It's
Cleric should.
And I actually just picked that up this morning. Switched out for a different one.
Wait.
If that's all I
That's
find,
not how
I'm-
cantrips work.
That's how clerics work, isn't it?
Not for
Yeah, but cantrips are things that like you pick a cantrip and you're stuck with that forever. Like it only works that way with spells.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Right.
right.
I know that like Laura did the same thing with cleric at the
Oh.
start of campaign tune.
well, gonna go ahead and switch that back then.
I mean, you can take it if you want. It's just you can't switch it out from now on. If just decide on which ones that you want for sure, I guess.
Be
But
better than what it was prior.
Yeah. Like I'll let you switch it for like whatever you want now that like you know that, but just for future. But yeah, as you're like rummaging through, like all you find are like these like weird like component pouch that she has of like stuff that looks like it was like harvested from animals and like still dripping with blood and like fucking weird shit. That's all you really find on her, and as you're doing this, Genevieve has the eyeball in her mouth and is like trying to pull it off of the chain that's around her neck, but is not strong enough to do so.
I help her.
Okay. So with your help, she's able to like take it off, and she brings it over to Red Bear and kind of like puts it at your feet, and is kind of like motioning with her paw, like it looks like she's just playing with it, but like make an insight check actually.
Got
Does she get an advantage because her wife is a cat?
Sure, why not?
Familiar with cat body language.
That was insight.
Mhm.
21.
Okay, yeah. The way that she's like motioning to it, it looks like she's trying to squish it with her paw, but like she can't. And she's trying to like get you to do it.
I go ahead and squish it.
Just like stomp on it.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you do that. It fucking makes the grossest squishing noise you've ever heard and just all over the ground. And the cat meows.
Ew.
And then everybody make a perception check.
Hey, there's the craptastic rolls again. 10.
22, or not 22, 20 not natural.
17.
17.
Huh.
Hmm.
Twinsies.
Ye-
Livesies.
Okay. Rennis
Hi.
definitely hears this. And then Red Bear and Luna like kind of hear it off in the distance a little bit. Can't really decipher exactly what it is, but Rennis, like you were already hearing the sounds of like combat going on in the distance, but you all of a sudden hear like when this thing gets squished, a bunch of like shrieking, kind of like what this thing had done to you guys at the very beginning. You hear like a cacophony of that basically in the distance, and like Red Bear and Luna, you hear a little bit of it as well.
Retro.
I think that's a good thing.
Did we just inadvertently help them?
I think we help them by killing the thing and squishing the eye.
Genevieve meows, as in saying like, "You're fucking welcome."
I give this cat scritches. I give her
Ah,
scritches.
she likes it.
Do we want to keep helping them, or do we go back to sitting on our asses in the cart?
I
As you say that, Genevieve starts walking towards the cart.
I
I think
think it's probably best if we stayed with the cart. Because by the sounds of it, there's a whole lot more of these, and it took quite a bit just for the 4 of us to handle this one.
What are you talking about? I'm like barely hurt, and nobody else is hurt.
Actually, at that, Rennis is going to look over Luna to see if she is still hurt.
I'm missing very few. I have very few tiny scratches left on me. It could take approximately 17 out of 19 tiny stabbing.
I knew what you had left, but
I pick up my wife and start walking back to the cart.
while you're carrying her, I guess, I'll just use medicine to just kind of bandage him.
All right.
I can roll that if you want, and use guidance.
I'm gonna hate this.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
I already hate it.
25 medicine check.
I'm gonna go ahead and say with that check that you heal the rest of her.
All right.
boo-boos.
Woohoo!
I kind of shift her around and stuff just to make it easier for him.
Luna like reaches out over her wife's shoulder and gives Rennis a kiss on the cheek when he's done. I like you. Thank you.
Nope, that's not the right button.
You're
Rennis,
welcome.
you're looking really warm again. Do you need to be cooled down?
No. You don't point that thing at me.
I give him a kiss on the other cheek too. Thank you for helping me.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm not gonna kiss you on the cheek.
Thank you. Or anywhere
Wait.
else.
I mean, no, just no.
I give head pats.
All right. As you guys are like just chilling in the cart for like probably a couple more minutes, you like kind of hear some like footsteps coming back.
I got my hand back on the sword and keep seeing what the footsteps are.
Yeah, trying to see if it's friendly or not.
Yeah. So as they get closer, you can see that it was the other party coming back. They all look a little bit beat up. Hold on. Things.
Does it look like it's really them?
Insight checks.
That's a natural 20.
I want to say it, but I'm gonna be nice.
So
What?
Insight is that's a 22 total.
Guidance.
No, fuck your guidance.
That's okay. 20, not natural.
Okay.
I got an 8.
I got a 10.
Luna and Nameless, you're like a little bit paranoid. You're like, is that really them? I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know them well enough to be able to tell if it's not them. And then like Rennis and Red Bear, you're both like, oh yeah, that's fucking them.
I know that ass anywhere.
I'm already hiding behind Rennis, so I'm good.
If my wife relaxes, I'll relax. So
It's
Yeah,
okay, Nameless.
I
It's actually
relax.
them.
It looks like it's them this time.
They're like coming towards you guys, and like I said, they all look like a little bit worse for the wear. Honora kind of has like one of Cass's arms like around her shoulder and is like helping him back, and like it's weird for you guys to see Penelope being nice to someone, especially to Cass, but like she's kind of like also trying to like making sure that he's okay and everything like that, because like he looks kind of fucked up.
I will go help and probably not help at all with my -1 strength.
Yeah, I'd jump out and help as well.
Actually, hold on a second. I forgot that Honora has like,
Healing spells?
well, no, gross strength.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, she's got a 21 strength. Yeah. So never mind. She's just like straight up carrying him, like has him on her back.
I am definitely oogling her now.
And then like
Um,
Penelope's kind of like following close behind them and is like, "Are you sure he's gonna be okay? Like, I mean, you know, we can count our losses and just like leave him here." And
damn. Shots fired.
like
Yeah.
she's mostly joking. No, she's completely joking. Like, you guys can tell like she's kind of joking, but also like really concerned. And Honora's like, no, he'll be fine. Just need some rest. And then as they're like coming around the corner, Heyman kind of like is the first one to notice like this dead body over here, and kind of like walks over to it. It's like, oh hey, there's a straggler, and like kicks it to make sure that it's dead. And it's like,
It's been extra stabbed.
he like looks up at you guys and he's like, oh hey.
Thank you,
This-
Luna.
Is that what you guys were fighting?
This, but many more, and let's just say they're more dangerous in groups.
Uh,
Yeah,
What is it?
Yeah, this one had a eyeball on it that the cat wanted me to squish.
Who? Nora like looks over at you when you say that, and she's like, oh, that was you guys?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, you actually helped us out. I'm sorry to that we may have doubted you.
Well,
I told you we can fight.
And
Yeah.
help bandage. And I will start helping bandage.
Yeah, they all get back to the cart, and like she like lays Cass down, and
Guidance.
there must have been a whole lot of them to hurt him this bad.
yes,
20
well, he's also an idiot, so
21 medicine.
yeah, you help him, you help band him and bandage him up a bit.
I can't wait to hear your story about what you guys like, how you guys fought him.
How he got his ass beat. I mean, how.
Yeah, Nora like pumps a couple like healing spells into him, and he's like, yes, I fought valiantly and bravely. And Nora just fucking like smacks him on the head.
Luna's
Dude.
going to Penelope to ask her what they are.
Penelope has like this little like book that she's like jotting some stuff down in, and doesn't even look up, but is like telling you, oh well, Nora says that they are called hags. I've never seen them. She says that she's never seen them, but we could have just gone around them, I suppose, but also there was a bounty on them, and we like money.
Oh, at least
And that is fair enough. We
everybody's
like
okay.
money too.
Honora's like, yes, well, we also just like to do good, don't we?
Well,
And Penelope's like, yeah, but I like money more.
some of the party does. Oh wait, you're
Okay,
talking
so
about
her
your
party
party.
is very quickly turning into Guardians of the Galaxy.
Holy shit, you right.
Wait, what?
It
I don't
actually
think I've ever
is,
seen
yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Cass is definitely Quill.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Honora is Gamora, although that means that Penelope is the raccoon. So
Yep.
That sounds right. She's got a magic metallic fun ball. Sounds like Rocket's kind of thing.
Oh my god. Who's that dude who doesn't understand anything?
Drax the
Drax.
Destroyer.
Drax the Destroyer, and Shaw is Groot.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So that means that Drax is Heyman.
He was completely oblivious to things earlier, so yeah.
He was.
I think it was him. It was either that or Shaw. One of them wasn't paying
think it was
attention to
Shaw.
Shaw.
Oh yeah, it was him. He has really good perception, but also rolled really shit, so he was just, daydreaming.
I will let Honora know that I still have the ability to heal if anyone needs it.
She gives you a smile and is like, thank you for offering. I think we should be good. I have some spells left. I know that I think Cass used all of his, but I think we should be good. Just need some rest.
About how much further along this trail do we have?
Honora looks over at Heyman and he like hops back into the cart and is like looking around and like makes a big show of like looking up at the sky and like trying to like putting his hand up, like measuring distance of something or whatever, and then like puts his finger in his mouth and like tests the like the air flow or whatever, and like it's kind of yeah.
I want to insight.
Okay, go ahead.
I do that when I'm walking through the city and I lose my way. It helps me find my place.
See, this kid gets it.
15.
Oh, he's totally bullshitting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah, he's totally bullshitting.
So does he not know how much further?
No, he's just making a big show of it. Like after like doing this for a little while, he's just like, should be another half day's travel before we get to the Alabaster Gates.
So cool.
He winks at you with his one good eye. I never really described them, did I?
Not
you
that
did.
much
Nope.
detail.
But
Not that much detail.
Yeah.
Apparently not. I'm like thinking about this. I'm like, I don't think. Okay, so
Nobody's
like
really
Heyman.
been described. 'Cause
Yeah.
We haven't even
You're like
described
red and gold
ourselves.
armor. We're like, the fuck is this?
I keep
The
forgetting.
fuck is that?
Okay. So,
We're gonna need drawn pictures.
oh no. So Heyman is like a tan wood elf with like long dreaded hair, and he has like claw marks across his face, and his right eye is all cloudy and white.
That's not
And
Hmm?
What?
nothing.
Okay. And then Penelope's tiny, really bright orange hair, has like she wears like these like welder's gloves all the time, and like has like a whip at her side. What other distinguishing character? She has like really bright blue eyes. Can't really even think of any more distinctive characteristics. Shaw wears like this very ornate. Well, it looks like it was once ornate, but like it's seen somewhere in tear. This like gold and red armor, with the crest of Bahamut on it. He also has like gold hair pulled back into like a short ponytail and like a scar down the side of his face. Anora is just beautiful. She's gorgeous. She has like bright golden eyes and like long blonde hair that she normally wears down. And who else do I have? Oh, you guys, Cass is just a fucking pretty boy. Yeah, I think that's it.
Do we know the classes of the first three? I only have classes for the last two. So Heyman, Penelope, and
Heyman is a druid. Shaw is a paladin of Bahamut, and Penelope is a monk.
thank you.
So yeah, that's. I kept meaning to like go over descriptions for these guys, but then I kept forgetting like every time. So
It's okay. It's definitely not important or anything.
Yeah, of course not. Not these people that you've been interacting with and everything for a few sessions now. Of
Yes,
course not.
deep interacting.
Ugh.
Gross.
Yep.
I have. Let me just make sure that that was it. Yeah, okay. That was it. Alright. So yeah. They all kind of like pile back into the cart with you guys. Penelope and Heyman take up like their spots at the front of the cart again. Honora is kind of like sitting in the back with like Cass's head in her lap and just kind of like petting his hair. And Genevieve kind of like curls up against him to make sure that he's okay.
Curled up with my wife and kind of resting, maybe like a short rest. Just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get a short rest, get my shift back.
Yeah, go for it. And you guys continue onward.
Yeah, short rest. Wait. Does literally nothing for me.
Yeah, clerics, the best short resters, right? Right?
Yeah.
You get channel divinity
get
back. Oh
nothing.
wait.
I gain nothing on a short rest either, but I will spend my 2 sorcery points to give me my 2 level 1 spell slots back.
Okie dokie.
That'd be right.
I literally just get my shift back.
It's weird not to have to worry about spells. I'm so confused.
Think about it like this, Rennis. When you go warlock, you get literally everything back on a short rest.
No, it's gonna be great. Soon, just like 4 more levels. But soon.
What level are you going? Warlock again?
Uh,
Just so I can plan.
excuse me?
What level are you going, Warlock?
What you planning?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna refill my drink. I'll be right back.
Mm,
What?
doing me a concern.
You never answered my question.
Uh-huh. I don't
It's not
remember.
bad.
Doesn't sound good.
Well, fine. I won't plan anything.
Level 5 is whenever I take my first level.
Okay. So you're doing 4 levels in cleric and then the rest in.
No. Gonna be a 614.
Oh, okay. But level 5 is when you take your. Okay.
Level
I
5
see.
is my first my first warlock level. I know what
Very
I'm doing.
nice. I'm just fucking. I just asked a question.
You're planning things, scheming.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll like it. I think. I hope.
Either I
And if
will
you
or I won't.
if you don't, then well, tough titties.
I mean, they're still titties.
Good point.
Not gonna get a complaint out of me.
What time does everybody want to go to? Like, is this a good stopping point for people, or can you go longer? Up to you guys, because I don't work tomorrow, so I can do whatever.
Mm, mm, mm,
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're stopping.
Sleepy Reaper.
mm. I have to
Sleepy
work
Reapy.
tomorrow. I'm not tired yet, but
It's only like 10:30 for you.
yeah. And I've done a fucking lot today comparatively.
I mean, same. Just kidding, I didn't do a lot. I did
Okay.
one thing, and it was work. So keep going, stop.
I can go till 11.
I mean, it's the earliest here for me, so you'll have no complaints on my end.
Okay. I feel like that's a good stopping point, actually.
You
'Cause
got it,
if
boss.
if we keep going, then like I'd want to keep going. So
Giggity.
hell yeah.
Once you pop, you
Okay.
can't stop.
Actually, generally, that's
I was
whenever you
gonna-
do stop.
I was gonna say, not conventionally how that works.
You guys have never eaten Pringles? Seriously?
I mean, I have, but
Yeah, that's not what we're referring to.
talking
No,
about
really?
sex, baby.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
All right, somebody kick her.
Oh, my
like
husband's not
from the
gonna kick
Discord
me,
or like
trust me.
physically?
To be
Yes.
fair, all of this is pretty bad right now, so I think everyone would need to be kicked.
Oh, he kicked me! He's kicking me! Stop!
Yes.
Reaper thanks you, and I fight you. You already
Yes.
punched me in the face tonight, now you're kicking me.
Goddamn. All right.
Jesus.
That's-
I'm
That's a
calling the
little.
police.
It was
do
an
we?
accident. No, his like hand slipped off of a blanket he was trying to pull up, and he kind of whacked me in the
Yeah, she fell into my fist, officer.
face.
Yeah. Trip up a flight of stairs.
I
Wait, that's
mean,
not how that works.
Tripping
it's
upstairs is my
possible.
band name.
Tripped up a flight of stairs?
Tripping upstairs.
Oh.
Someday, when my band finally happens, it will be called Tripping Upstairs.
Tripping upstairs as in like tripping up the stairs, or tripping upstairs as in like dropping acid upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah. up and stairs are two different words. I don't know if that makes any difference.
So we get
Okay,
level 3
it
now,
does.
right?
No.
Yes.
Really? We
Yes.
got level 2 for free, and we've done all this, and we still don't have level 3?
Yeah, because I wanted to throw better stuff at you because nothing's fun at level 1.
To level 3. Then you can
Level
throw
3.
more stuff at us.
You'll get fucking level 3 when I tell you, bitches. And you'll
Ah,
like
She's
Harder,
mad
Daddy.
with power. Mad, I tell you.
it.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Good
Right.
try.
Level
I did
4
it to
it
Miser
is.
once, and I wasn't even trying to guilt trip him, and it still worked.
You guys were like 2 months late for level 9, all because you guys weren't fucking doing shit that mattered for it. So I'm like, I
Hey,
can't just
it
give this
mattered
to you
to
here.
us.
You weren't doing anything that was like milestone worthy to me.
It's fair.
It
But then we
mattered
did.
to us.
And then I got my rogue level, and now I have a plus 11 to deception, and and a plus 20 to stealth.
Wait, did you take rogue just to take expertise?
Yeah. I think my character should be sneaky. Honestly, he should have had a level of rogue to start with if that's how the game worked.
Same.
More D&D in only 2 days. This is the best life.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That reminds me. I don't know if I'll be able to make Saturday.
Shit.
Saturday.
Yeah,
But-
Nick. I found out yesterday. No, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. That Nick and LJ are coming in town this weekend.
Oh, well
yeah, yeah. All the heads up.
then.
You should stick
They
to
never
your
really
weekly
seemed like they were
D&D
super big
game.
on the heads up thing, anyways. Though.
No,